Hi, this is Michael here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up RSS feeds inside Obsidian. Recently, I've been trying to do some analysis of the stock of the company called Sphere Entertainment. It belongs to the wider Madison Square Garden family, which is owned by the James Dolan and the Dolan family. What I find is that like there are many sources to get information about a stock or a company. One of which is the investor relations website. And let's take a look. Oh, I already opened one and another. Let's see. Uh, like in investor relations websites, you can find the 10Q, the 10K, or the SEC official reports or the annual report. But another thing that's can be quite useful is the RSS feed. What is an RSS feed? Basically, it is a web feed format that lets you subscribe to updates from the websites without having to visit each one manually. Like any website or a website publishes a structured XML file or the feed that lists its latest content with titles, summaries, links, and published dates. Basically, you use an RSS reader, or like in our case, a plugin inside Obsidian to subscribe to that feed. The reader, which is the plugin, periodically checks the feed URL and pulls in anything new so that you get a running list of updates in one place instead of checking 10 different websites. At least this is the definition of an RSS feeds that I asked the Claude to give me. So if you have never used this feature or this plugin inside Obsidian, uh, first let me show you what it looks like. Once you install the plugin, which I'm going to show you what it is, you get this icon on the left panel. Once you click it, it's gonna look like this once you install or RSS feed. Like before you install anything, you just have nothing here. It's empty. So the first thing, which have already showed you, is to find the RSS feeds that you need. I have already installed this, so we're gonna work from the get the event RSS and try to take a look at what it is. Okay, let's get back to Obsidian. We want to go to settings. As you can see, I have already installed this, but basically what it is a community plugin. Like if you're new to Obsidian, you have two types of plugins. One is the core plugin, which came with the Obsidian. These are all pre-installed. The community plugins are developed by individuals or third parties other than the Obsidian. Like you want to make sure you turn on the restricted mode. Like I think this is a restricted mode is the default mode. You want to turn it on. After that, you go click on the browse. And here, this is sort of like a marketplace. And you want to type in RSS. And you should see the first one called RSS Dashboard. I have already installed it, so it shows installed. And this is the name of the author, just to make sure you have this. I mean, possibly some other plugins also work, but this is the one that I have installed and enabled. You click in that, and you after that you want to make sure you install, then enable. As you can see, I have already installed and it enabled. Okay. So that's the installation of the RSS feed. After that, you should be able to see this icon, this internet icon, and the RSS dashboard tag. Once you click, what you have should be empty, like nothing is there. And that's when you click on add feed. Let's go back and check on this URL. This is the URL which you put in as the feed URL. Then you want to test load it. Like this one has no content. It says feed validation passed, however, no content detected. So let me find another one so that I can show you what a success looks like instead of staring at an empty place. Maybe this one. This is the what it is. Presentation RSS feed. Let's try to take a look. If nothing is there, maybe I'm gonna. What about this SEC filing? Yeah, this one should work. Let's go back to Obsidian, add feed, paste the URL, load, and status is okay. Yeah, one thing you wanna pay special attention to is like here, the title is followed by like an empty space. Let's delete that because later on we're gonna use base and I want to use title as a property which can be used for filters. Let me show you later on, but just to make sure you delete that space. The folder is RSS. Yeah, let's leave it like that. We don't have to like do anything here. Yeah, one thing to notice, like I globally, I set the auto delete article duration as disabled, so that I don't want any articles to be deleted automatically, but you can change that. And also the max items limit, I set it to 1,000. I think like the default is 50. So you can do whatever you want and try to test a few things. Nothing to do else. Let's try to take a look. Okay, what do we have here? Ah, yeah, I said it wrong. Like what I wanted to do is to put everything related to Sphere Entertainment underneath the Sphere Entertainment code. Let me try to edit that. Yeah, this is the folder I have already created. So let's just to change that. Okay. Yeah, let me just, okay. Let's try to take a look what we have. I have the Sphere Entertainment, which is the folder. And as you can see, I read all the like articles, all the press releases, but this is the one that we have just uh, installed. What are these? These are the SEC filings. .SEC filings. No, actually, I think there's some sort of authentication that I need to do. Yeah, but let's not waste any more time here. That is just the way you do it. I don't think this is maybe SEC filing is suitable to be taken in as RSS. So I'm gonna delete this. But that's just the same way. Like maybe just the press releases is the most suitable. But another thing I want to show you is this. Like once you have all the posts or articles, this plugin, RSS Dashboard, allows you to save an article like to a certain like locally. Like by default, all the articles or the RSS articles are cached in inside the Obsidian folder, not your working folder. Okay. So you want to make sure you save them as markdown files. I already saved them inside your working folder, which can be used for by the large language models for further analysis. That's my goal to do it. So automatically, let me tell you, like the article saving, like the save path is set as RSS articles. So you're not supposed to see this until you save this folder, until you save a certain article. And when you click that, you choose the default, save to default folder. And that default folder is the RSS articles folder. Okay. So all of these, as you can see, are automatically saved once I click on the article. Okay. Once you have that, you can see all the properties like the title, the date, status, saved, and also the like the where it came from, the source. The properties are very, very useful because it provides a way to like create a base, which is like the filter with a certain filter criteria to show only a select number of uh, the posts or articles. Like each post is a markdown file. Let's try to take a look here. So this is the folder. Like each one is a markdown file, all saved locally because once you click on that save, like I mentioned, and with all the properties. So the large language models are very suitable to read all of this, especially with the properties. I believe, yeah, the markdown files are very suitable for the large language models. But what you want to make sure is to turn on base. Base is like a database that's easy to understand, and you can see it's called a create new base here with the icon. Once you click that, let me show you create a new one and show you how to do it. Okay, we create a new one here. Let's try to put it inside my working folder. Let's try to give it a different name. Let's just say test. Okay. Right now it is essentially just a list layout, a table layout. What I want to do is to create a list like this with the numbers. And let's say just list format. Okay. Right now I have 19, but what I want to do is to turn on, like, I remember I have source. I can use source to filter, and I want to make sure I only include the Sphere Entertainment Co. press releases here, and that's where filter comes in. So this is a view called a list format. So you want to make sure we are underneath here and type in source. This will be the source is. This is the filtering criteria. I want to make sure I choose Sphere Entertainment. And there you have it, all 10. Our list, actually, list format is pretty bad for this. Maybe card or table is better. Maybe table. Okay. Yeah, it's just a table format. So you have all the file names and the sources, which are all Sphere Entertainment Co. press releases. What it does is to actually Obsidian saved a .base file inside your work folder. Okay, so it's a .base, but I didn't really understand. It actually doesn't include all the articles, but it's sort of like an index or pointer pointing to the actual articles. I asked Claude, like here is I point Claude to my work folder and have Claude read everything inside it. And then I asked Claude, hey, this is a .base file. Can you access and read this? So Claude said he already read it and it's a local file. And here is what it contains. It has the view and it includes the filter, which we chose, the Sphere Entertainment Co. press releases. And then so it's sort of like pointing towards where everything is, but it doesn't have all the articles, like I mentioned. And then I asked Claude to access everything here. I think I can do a little bit better because with some writing some skills or some more detailed workflow in the cloud.md file. Right now, my cloud doesn't really understand how to work with all this information, but it actually can. After that, I asked if it can give me a summary on the financial forecast of the Sphere Entertainment based on all the 10 press releases. So I believe this workflow has a lot of potential because like here you have the automatically pulled in RSS feed, and after that you can read and save them locally. And because like once you set up the base or the properly inside Obsidian, these are auto pulled based on the filter as well. So I hope this session can be helpful for you, and I really invite you to join me on this journey to uh, learn about Obsidian, learn about AI, how to like reconfigure the workflow, the modern day workflow using AI. So peace out.